Up next, for Orlando, out of 9 games so far this season, they've only taken 1 loss. Wow, enjoying a fantastic start. Coming up next on 2K Sports. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston on Wednesday and then on Friday.
Yeah, and Kevin, this is going to be a very trying part of the schedule for them. More than a fair share of road games on the dock for the team, and have not had an easy time finding success away from home.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Both on the floor at the 3 and 5, it's the Wagner brothers, Franz and Mo. Jalen Suggs is out there with Harden. And it's Kuminga in at the power forward. And for Houston, they've got Jonas Valanciunas, Okoro out there with Yabusele. Then it's Russell. And it's Bane in at the shooting guard position. Coming into this game, Stan, it's clear who the media thinks will win. We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but Kevin, you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
Pass to Wagner, back to Harden. Orlando moving the ball around. Kuminga, no good. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, here's what Houston's head coach had to say earlier. I asked him how you deal with James Harden tonight, and coach said his focus is not letting Harden get the matchups he wants, not allowing him to get ISOs. Coach said he has to work for it tonight, so they will try to throw some resistance his way, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Suggs finds Harden. 5 on the clock. Nice move. He takes it up and lays it in.
And when Harden's this close, he looks to score. I love his mentality.
For Houston, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Suggs passes to Wagner. Outside, Kuminga. No good on the triple. Bane against Suggs. Bane kicks to Russell. Pass to Yabusele. Houston needs to get a shot off. There's Russell with the 3. Another miss by Houston.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And it's Suggs missing. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. Still without a basket in the game. Bane looking around. Outside, Russell. Three-pointer. Again, Russell missing. Orlando, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Wagner kicks to Suggs. That one misses. Great D that time from Bane. To the inside. Here's Yabusele. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Wagner outside. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside Russell, pass to Bain. A miss that time, would have put him up.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
That one good for 2.
Yeah, Wagner doesn't fear contact. He'll take it right into the defense down there.
Now, here is Russell.
Timeout charge to Houston.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
All right.
Checked in for Okoro. And a switcher also for Orlando. Wiggins is checked in. Here's Valanciunas. No scoring in this one. Russell. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
1:44 left to play in the first quarter. And it's Wiggins missing. Wiggins against Bain. Outside Russell. Pass to Yabusele. Nice defense from Kuminga. Orlando leading. Wagner with it. Now Smith defending. Launches a 3. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 for the floor so far. 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Houston shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
At the line for Houston, Gershon Yabusele. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Okoro, he's checked in for Houston. Tyus Jones comes in for Russell. Orlando also making some changes. Mike Muscala is checked in for Mo Wagner. Javonte Green comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. And the second free throw, good. 1:04 left here in the first quarter. And here is Green. To the paint. Here's Muscala. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Jones. Smith outside. Jones sets the pick for Smith. Up and in on the layup.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Wiggins inside the line. And that's good for 2.
Sometimes you gotta do it yourself. Wiggins taking the initiative there.
Smith outside. Got it up. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Orlando out in front, leading by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Orlando leading by 3. So on the floor for Orlando, they've got Andrew Wiggins. Harden out there with Anthony. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Wainwright in at the 4 spot. Anthony's shot is off. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Houston. Pass to Capella. Smith against Harden. Smith outside. Shoots it up. Houston gets it back. Jones, no one around him. No good. That would have tied it. Stewart with the steal. Baseline try, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Now, here is Harden. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. Anthony with the buckets.
Working off the ball. Anthony looking comfortable from that spot.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but he's also led the league in assists. So, it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Now here's Jones. Cole Anthony unable to get his last shot to go in. Puts it up from 12. Wiggins with the rebound. Orlando leading by 4. The 3 from Anthony. And again, it's Orlando with the 3. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I personally love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. Houston making some changes. Yabusele, he's checked in for Stewart. And it's Bane in for Okoro. And Orlando making a change here. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Harden with it. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Capella. Now Smith over Wiggins. Here's Capella, banked in off the glass. Capella's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, a difference maker on the glass. Capella has been doing this for a long time.
Over to the left wing. Suggs finds Wiggins. Another miss by Orlando. Houston trails by 3. And a wide open look for Bane. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Bane's got himself on the board with 3 there. Outside, Green. Wiggins outside. This one for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. And Orlando leads by 3.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Pass to Capella. Smith with it. Shoots it. Green with the rebound.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Now, here is Harden.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Off target from 3-point range. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Jones, the pass to Smith. Payne for three. And it's Orlando with the rebound. 1:39 left in the second quarter. And, you know, Stan, we've watched Desmond Bane evolve into a number one option on offense. He's always been there, but now he really is at the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a three-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble, very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim.
Houston making some changes. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Capella. Okoro comes in for Smith, and it's Russell in for Tyus Jones. Orlando also making some changes. Kuminga's come in for Javonte Green, and it's Franz Wagner in for James Harden. .129 left in the first half of the game. Outside, Bane. Pass to Valanciunas. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Valanciunas has got his first 2 points. Wagner passes to Wagner. Wagner with a screen for Wiggins. Shoots over Okoro, and it's Wiggins missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Okoro kicks to Valanciunas. Suggs against Russell. Not his night so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes. Wagner trying to get open. Outside, Kuminga. Wagner finds Kuminga. 6 to shoot. Back to Wagner. Off target from outside. Russell against Suggs. Russell feeling it out a bit. Can't tie it up as that one misses. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Orlando leads by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Andrew, the energy and effort were apparent throughout that first half. How were you able to do it?
We had a good practice, you know, working hard, really putting things together. Keep doing that, we can come out with a W.
Hey, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums, please. And measuring up the shot. Nice try. Give it up for the participants.
Thanks for being with us, and let's get straight into it with the Players of the Week. Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in?
I imagine Shaq probably throws that bowling ball a little too hard, Ernie. I don't know.
False. I have a finesse game, Kenny. One time I hit a sit-down shot from the seats behind the lane.
Shaq's like a trick shot artist out there. He's diving, he's spinning. I'm curious to see what's left in the bag. I'll get the lanes. You guys bring your own shoes this time.
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they needed most.
And credit their coach for a rather liberal substitution pattern. He mixed and matched beautifully in that first half. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
He's a problem, no doubt about it. One that opposing teams have to grapple with every time he takes the floor.
Here's Suggs. Scoreless thus far. D'Angelo Russell out there with Desmond Bain. Then it's Isaac Okoro. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Yabusele in at the four-man position. It's the 5 for Houston right now. Al Russell following Franz Wagner's three-point attempt, and the slam dunk by Russell.
Displaying superb leaping ability. Russell's electric in the air for someone his size.
Outside, Kuminga. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
And so it's Houston with it, following the bucket by Orlando. Bain, no good. Down low. And Harden with the basket on the assist from Suggs. Now it's a 5-point Orlando lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
It's time for Dance
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at Orlando. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position.
And when I look at Orlando, it's been the kind of start to their season that a lot of experts were predicting. And by that, I mean a very strong start.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
Now, here's Wagner. Kicks it out to Harden. Good on the three-point shot. Harden's got 9.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. They trail by 6. Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment. Here's Bain. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Bain's got his second bucket.
Just look at the body of Bain. He's so strong, and that helps him down low.
Wagner passes to Harden. Back to Wagner. Wagner with a screen for Wagner. Offline with his 3. Houston trails by 4. Okoro wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Wagner. Orlando moving the ball around. Kuminga kicks to Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Wagner as screen on Russell. Another miss by Orlando.
And his shot just hasn't been there in this one. Luckily, his team has been able to make up the difference.
Yabusele passes to Okoro. Outside, Russell. Valanciunas with a screen on Suggs. Nailed from three-point land. And now just a 1-point Orlando lead. Harden the pass to Kuminga. Back to Harden. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 7 rebounds in the game. Bain kicks to Russell. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Harden. Lets it go from deep. And Bain pulls it down. For Houston, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Valanciunas. Orlando grabs the miss. Now Harden. He's got 9. To end the cold streak. It's rebounded by Houston. Abusele's got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside. Here's Russell. Orlando grabs the miss. Wagner's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Harden surveying the D. Pass to Wagner. Over Russell. Once again off the mark, Orlando. It's a close game here in Houston. To the wing right side. Okoro with it. Defended now by Wagner. On the wing, Bain. He has 5. Had the space there, but it's offline. Well, Orlando shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. To the middle. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
All the way up. The beard. Well, those were 2 loud points.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Okoro. Still scoreless. Bain for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Bain's got it all tied up now for Houston.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
It's a tie game here in Houston. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
Three tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And for Houston, they're shooting a low 30% mark from the field. So on the floor for Orlando. Mike Muscala out there with Wiggins. Then it's Harden. Then there's Javonte Green. And it's Anthony in at the 1 spot to take the lead. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got the lead up to 2 now for Houston.
Rising to the occasion. He found a way to get himself open and get his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look.
And the wide open shot from Green. Hits it from three-point range. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Houston. Pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, sometimes this seems too easy for Capella. The hoop is right there for him.
Jones against Anthony. Into the lane. And he goes right over Tyus Jones and slams it down.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Jalen Suggs is checked in for Anthony. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. he was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And it's Smith missing. Orlando leading. Pass to Suggs. Now here's Harden. Covered by Johnson. Harden against Johnson. Now, here is Harden. He's covered closely. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Capella with the bucket.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
They set the screen from deep. Harden. Rebounded by Capella. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Jones dishes to Smith. Five to shoot. Back to Jones. The layup off target.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Pass to Wiggins. Fires the three. Another miss by Orlando. Houston in the lead. Smith outside. Down low. Stewart down low. He's covered by Muscala. Stewart misses. Well, Orlando shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Jones against Green. Wiggins, a screen on Jones. And Wiggins throws it down.
And this is what we want to see more of from Wiggins, delivering a huge basket for his team.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. A new lineup here for Houston. Orlando also making some changes. Mo Wagner's checked in for Mike Muscala. Kuminga comes in for Wiggins. And it's Franz Wagner in for Javonte Green. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Valanciunas.
The big man stepping up in the big moment. Valanciunas able to put the team on his back.
Pass to Harden. Wagner with a screen for Harden. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Russell, no luck. Orlando trailing here. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's rebounded by Houston. The open shot by Okoro. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Looking for Kuminga. He gets it there.
Well, he's such a good distributor. Franz Wagner, very selfless.
For Houston, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Baines. And Houston leads by 1.
Clutch points from Baines. Never scared of the moment.
Harden against Bain. Count that bucket.
And you expect Harden to come through in big moments. Such a talented offensive player.
And here is Bain. Valanciunas sets a screen for Bain. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bain's got the lead up to 2 now for Houston.
and he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
And for Houston, they're shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. Pass to Yabusele. To the paint. Here's Russell. Over Suggs. Russell, no good. Suggs with the ball. Kuminga the pass to Harden. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Bain. Clock at 6. Fires it up. Yes! And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
Harden inside the three-point line. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out till the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Desmond Bain.